this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is the Razer Enki. Now this, as you can see, is very much a Razer chair with green stitching and green logos, but it doesn't have any RGB lighting, so no chroma support just yet. Now I've swapped out my Heman Miller Embody chair, which I absolutely hate, for the Razer Enki, and I was hoping it would solve my back problems and lead to a lot more comfort. So stick with me as I talk about what it's been like to use for the last few weeks and the highlights of it. I'm going to start with some unboxing just to demonstrate what goes on in here. One of the things that I really liked is the fact that Razer's got this massive green card in there, because they always have those little cards in with their various different products. Now, the setup for the Razer chair is pretty straightforward and similar to most other gaming chairs that you'd put together. Basically got to attach the base to the back and vice versa, and the feet and everything else needs to be set up. But what you're going to see from these shots is a nice little bit of premium quality in here. So there's a synthetic leather on the outside of it, and then it's designed with a sort of comfortable inner. You'll see that there are multiple adjustment points as well, so you can adjust on the base. Obviously you can adjust the height. You've got 60mm casters on the bottom, so nice and large feet, and they zip around quite nicely on the carpet as well. I've not had any problems moving the chair around. It's been pretty good. I don't know what it's like on hard floors, but on sort of hard wearing carpet, it's been absolutely fine. And quiet and comfortable and satisfying in various different ways. Now, the process for putting it together doesn't take very long. The instructions are pretty clear, and it's just boshed together pretty quickly. So that's nice. But what I found immediately is it's a nice looking premium chair with some nice highlights to it. Now, you can see from these angles that it has some nice finish, nice materials. As I said already, it's got this synthetic leather on the outside. It's designed to be hard wearing, but then a softer material in the middle, which is obviously going to be beneficial in the hotter months, because you're not going to get too hot with having a synthetic leather throughout the entire thing and making you really uncomfortable and sweaty. So I think it'll be fine and stand up quite well there. Now, one of the things you'll notice is it does have built-in lumbar support, but that isn't adjustable. So there's like a curve in the bottom of the base that pushes into your lumbar area. And that is sort of the highlight that I found basically of this chair, is that it sits in a position and your body is then pushed into a posture. And if you want to get comfortable in it, you have to sort of sit in that position. It is adjustable, as you'll see in a little while, but there's no lumbar cushion, but it does have this very nice plush memory foam headrest, which is lush. I kind of wish they'd included a back cushion like this as well, because the lumbar support isn't going to be suitable for everybody. I think it really depends on your body type. This is the same with any chair, really. It's very subjective. But for me, I'd like to have an adjustable lumbar support in both sort of the size of it and up and down height, whereas this is sort of one size fits all. Now, the things about comfort about this chair, though, is it is designed for a wider body range. So it has a wider base. It was one of the things I noted. Now, the recommended weight is up to 136 kilograms in terms of body weight, and then between 5'5" and 6'8" is the recommended height for using it. I'm 5'9". I'll leave all these specs in the description in case you missed them. So that gives you an idea of what the fit is like for me. But you can see from the angles, sort of the pushing out at the bottom of the lower back where this sits, but otherwise nothing really adjustable down there. And you can see also just the shape and fitment of it as you sit in it in various different positions. It is highly adjustable, so don't get me wrong that it's not adjustable. You can tilt it back and forth and up and down and into sort of comfortable positions. The things that I've noted while using it, and my first sort of feelings about it were struck by, is quite a bit stiff. It's quite stiffer, maybe harder cushioning than I was used to, especially with Heman Miller chair, which was very flexible by comparison. So this one gives you a more solid support on your back, which I think is probably good to avoid back pain. My experience is it's definitely supportive, and it isn't in a horrible way. And one thing I have had trouble getting used to is the front of the chair is kind of raised up a little bit, so that stiffer sort of base can give a bit of pressure on your legs, but it really depends on how you sit and how you adjust it. And I think over time it will free up and maybe be a bit softer and plusher. But at the moment, when it first gets out of the box and we've had it for a few weeks, it kind of feels a little bit stiff. or at least in comparison to other chairs I've tried. So if you're expecting something really plush, then you might be disappointed. Now, as you can see, it has 4D armrests, so they're adjustable in all sorts of different directions, up, down, back, forth, in and out, sort of twisting in. You can see that the base is also adjustable, so you can adjust the way the sort of base tilts up and down as well as the back. So it is possible to put it in all sorts of positions, whether you like to slouch right back when you're gaming, or sit right up when you're working, or switch between those positions. You can do all those things really easily. And the arms actually have some pretty decent padding on them. They're not super padded, but they are padded enough that they are comfortable to use. Now, Razer claims this thing has all-day comfort, and I certainly have been using it all day because I start making videos early in the morning, and then I'm working during the day, and then I'm off making videos or gaming into the evening, so I am sitting in it a lot. The adjustability certainly makes it nice, as does that sort of stiffness that I was talking about. It's weird because it's hard to say a chair's really comfortable because it's stiff, but I think that's the point, is that it gives you that good back support, good solid back support, and because it has that lumbar support, it curves into the spine nicely and makes it comfortable and just alleviates any pressure that you might be feeling. But again, I feel like if you've gone in to get a gaming chair, or if you prefer your chairs to just be really plush, like you're sitting down on a sofa or something, then you're probably going to be disappointed. I don't think it's super soft, and that little pressure on the front of my legs just where the knees bend is a little bit uncomfortable too. But this is all very subjective, obviously. Your opinion and thoughts on it may vary, but mine are mostly positive. It has relieved all the back pain problems I've been having with the Heman Miller Embody chair, which gave me no end of misery. So I'm really pleased that Razer has sorted me out. It also looks really nice, I think, from various angles. It's not too in your face. Razer products can sometimes be a little bit over the top, but the styling of this one's really nice. Obviously, you don't have to have the headrest on there if you don't want to. But I think the sort of materials they've used are very nice, and also the build quality is pretty fantastic too. I think it's got a really good quality to it. It's warranted for up to 3 years as well, so it should be pretty solid for a good gaming period, and should bring you plenty of comfort and fun. Hopefully you found this video useful. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. Thanks very much for watching. Oh, by the way, come back soon to see that Corsair bendable 45-inch flex monitor that you see me playing on, because that thing's nuts. Subscribe if you haven't already.
You've made it right to the end of the video, you brilliant legend you. If you've enjoyed it, click that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and drop me a comment down below if you've got any questions. If you really enjoyed it, consider joining the channel and see the benefits of doing so. Check out these other videos. You might well find them interesting or useful. And most importantly, have a great life.